What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? How are you today? I hope your day is well. I send shouts out of peace, happiness, and goodness to you. Shouts out to you all. Before we get into this juicy subject today, that is correct, you heard what I said. I'm going to say it one more time. Before we get into this juicy content today, I desire to ask that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that every time I upload some juicy content, you will be in the know about it so that you can get in tune with these goodies that I got for you today. I got some fantastic goodies for you today. Stick around to the end. You don't want to miss. You do not want to miss what I'm about to share with you. Yes, the hustle doesn't stop. Opportunity is everywhere. And the grand prize is just waiting for you to put your name on it. You heard that correctly. Yes, your main man, Vernon to the T, VAU to the G, H to the N, said it here live, right here. I want to ask you all a question today. Can I do that? Okay, well, here it goes. Have you all ever felt left out, or like somebody looked down on you, or it seems as if some individuals had chips on their shoulders before and kind of made you feel a little bit weird, a little bit uncomfortable at times, even though you are an independent individual and fantastic in your own being already. But still, you felt like wow, at times, like how could they, behave or act or say what they say when there are people too, from one perspective or another. Have you ever felt like this? And if you think back in your day, if you were at the grocery store, if you were at home, or if you were at a gathering, or if you were at a let's say a black tie event, or a conference of some sort, educational conference, or at a parade, a party, or a environmental setting where many people are there, a food festival, a concert, or whatever, and that person may have walked by you, and for some odd reason they may have had their nose up, or you kind of sense some eyeball tension from one perspective, even though no words were shed or said or anything like this. Have you ever felt like this before? Well, listen, I want you all to know today that in this juicy segment that we got, there is no need to feel insignificant anymore. It don't matter who you are. It does not matter who you are. Because what I'm about to share with you, yes, you heard that correctly. What I'm about to share with you right now is going to tickle your fancy. That's right. I'm saying tickle your fancy. I don't even really use that, but it's going to jog your intellect. It's going to prompt you to go, let's see if this is something to reckon with. Here, the point is, what I'm about to share with you, this juicy stuff I'm about to share with you, ladies and gentlemen, check it out. Get ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to be different today? Where you are in your journey, starting to work on your new you, to be your new self today. Yes, this is a real possibility here. If you hold on to this juicy, make your fingers go like, like sometimes when you're eating that juicy steak, or that piece of chicken, grilled, baked, or fried, whichever one works for you, and you get a little extra sauce on it, and it's like, it hits the top of your palate like, pow, you know what I mean? And You gotta sop the juice off your fingers, and you gotta kind of watch out, because you might not want to be around nobody when you do this, but you gotta lick the sauce off your fingers, and it's like, but that's what this content is in comparison to from one perspective. Stick around, okay? Now, all right, here we go. Are you ready to change your financial status, your marital status for the better, your physical status, your emotional status, your mental status? Yeah, that's correct. You heard that. You heard it correctly. Are you ready to change for the better is the point of those few questions that I just proposed to you today. You know what I mean? And what you're about to understand today is that this is a real possibility and practical portion of content that you can take with you, and you can play this over and over again and over and over again. And I suggest that you do that. I encourage that you do that, because you're going to find some things that will possibly sink in like the second, third, or fourth time, possibly, you see. And in this regard, I'm going to share with you some things that might bust you in your soul for the better. Yes. You can accomplish your wildest desires. Yes, you can. And I do hope, as I am careful to say, that I hope those wildest desires are geared toward the goodness of you in its totality. And I do say this with caution and with care. I do, But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I am glad to be here. And I'm grateful to be here as well, sharing this juicy content with you. Whoa! It is about to go up. Yes, indeed. Yes, it is. It is. I kid you not. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready to be a new individual once you get finished hearing this? Well, this is what I believe. This is what I believe will happen to you. Yes. Here we go. Let's get into it. Well, I have come along my journey to know that it is up to you, the individual, okay? You can do great things. There are opportunities here, I like to say, in this day and age that I did not have the luxury to take advantage of 20 to 25 years prior to this recording. I'm just stating. I'd like to say for the record, again, I just want to speak up for the collegiate community here, because it is in the educational community that is here. Because as I think about these journeys that I've been in, and the connections I've made, and so on and so forth, and the wonderful people that I have come across in the collegiate community, I want to give a big shout out to you all, because I think from one perspective, or maybe it's not, that as of late, from one perspective or another, it seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the collegiate community kind of gets a bad rap. As if these communities did not contribute to some of the finest athletes, doctors, nurses, public service workers, policemen, firemen, EMTs, CDL and commercial drivers, dentists, and the list can go on and on and on. And oftentimes, it's like one portion of the pitch is you gotta pay this amount of money. It's very expensive. This, that, and the third. The one portion that could be looked at as negative, However, billionaires have come from the collegiate community. Millionaires have come from the collegiate community that have graduated. Okay, so I'm gonna give a shout out to this community because I'm a part of this community. And hey, if you think about it, life from one perspective can be considered a risk. If you get up and have to cross any street on foot, that is a risk, and you have to, from one perspective, know how to do that. Okay, and that comes at a cost. It does, whether we know it or not. From one perspective, either way. Okay, so I'm just stating real quick that you can do what you put your mind to. And I also would like to say that if you are a non-collegiate person, and that's fine. In other words, if you haven't gone to college, I am not ragging against you at all, because you all are very important to this topic today too as well. Because still, even if you do not go to college, even if you don't, if you find a mentor or whatever, in whatever endeavor you are attempting to learn from, it's still going to come with the cost. You're still going to have to do some type of reading or some type of studying or some type of effort you're going to have to put to changing what it is about you that would possibly cause you to desire to become a coach, a mentor, a platform information provider, whatever have you. You're still going to have to pay a price. So let's just stop this stuff, because let's just stop finger pointing at each other, because we all have something to contribute. Okay, all right. Now moving on. Okay, so with this being stated, I have this information for you all to know that. Look here, I'm going to show you how to think inside or outside of the box, whichever works for you. Because see, listen, everyone's journey is different. Everyone's life is different in so many ways, but in so many ways, we all share the same obstacles from time to time. As long as we have to deal with our health, hey, somewhere along the line, we got to do something to preserve ourselves or to improve upon ourselves in this department. So that's a common ground here. If we are dealing in the financial realm or world, these principles apply to that. If it is the psychological realm or world, and the same goes to that. But I'm telling you here today, listen. Okay, check this out. All right, you can do it. You can do it. You can also forgo college. Isn't that awesome? So you don't want to pay tuition. You don't want to pay for a master's degree or doctorate degree. Fine. Just don't be duped into believing that if you go to college, you will fail and you will owe all this type of debt and you just won't be able to pay it back, so on and so forth. Or your imagination will be limited or something because you're in a certain field or whatever. First of all, the mind is amazing anyway, okay? And it stems, as long as we're in life, we still consistently have to learn anyway. Still, regardless, it doesn't matter. The most intelligent philosopher hung around individuals that still could sharpen his or her mind, so on and so forth. Okay, so what it is here, Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Here it is. Check it out. First of all, big ups to everyone who is attempting to improve upon their lives, no matter where they are. You hear me? Again, this is a shout out anyway. Okay? Peace unto you, happiness, goodness, love, and all that in the above to you. Congratulations, number one. Now, moving on. Okay, now I'm about to share this information with you because I do care, and I want y'all to know that, and I desire that y'all know that, hey, it's up to you, no matter what the circumstance is. And I may name a few randomly, that really you may not gravitate toward, but then again, you just might, because it doesn't matter what walk of life you come from. If it's disability, you can overcome, you can succeed. It doesn't matter if you are tall, short, fat, skinny, long hair, short hair. Hey, it's here for you. Because the goodness of God endures continually throughout the earth. That means, yes, where you are, that means, yes, where I am. So there is no excuse, you see. And I'm going to be the first to say this, if I may, and I am, because this is my channel, and I desire for y'all to have that winning edge and that cutting edge that will definitely benefit your life if you just grab hold on it. Now, okay, I want to elaborate really quick before I dive into the content. Now, a treasure, okay, is hidden, okay? Wisdom is the principal thing, okay? It is. Get wisdom, okay? If you got wisdom, you have everything you need. You have everything you need to overcome, combat, to sustain yourselves, so on and so forth, okay? And wisdom is that treasure. It will enhance your physical being, your emotional being, your mental being, and your spiritual being to do, prompt, move or be still, shout or be quiet, run or walk, crawl, or what have you, drive, run, bike. It will prompt that portion of you to find things that sometimes the five senses will definitely miss, because there's tons and tons of information that's happening right before our eyes, and sometimes let's say, for example, the vision, your eyesight, it can only see so far concerning distance and how light reacts to the retina and so on and so forth. However, your inner man or woman can also dial in on the intellect that will cause you to see past the horizon, basically. See, you heard that correctly, okay? So moving on forward. Now, what I want you to know is this here, because see, all right, there's several athletes that have did well with college, and the list goes on and on. Athletes, professional individuals in the industry, so on and so forth. I'm just naming these right now to prove a quick point. Okay, so according to CNBC.com, okay, Michael Jordan graduated from University of North Carolina. Michelle Kwan, the University of Denver. She's a two-time Olympic gold medalist. Shaquille O'Neal, Louisiana State University. Troy Polamalu, six-time Pro Bowler, Pittsburgh Steelers, Southern California. Venus Williams, Indiana University, and I could go on and on. Now, so I did another research, but I'm gonna say that Oprah Winfrey, Tennessee State University, Whoopi Goldberg, so on and so forth. Do your own due diligence now. Don't just take my word for it, okay? Don't just take my word for it. Do your due diligence whoever stands out to you when you do find it, hey, look here, these are fantastic reasons, and I'll add myself to the list too, because I did obtain my bachelor's degree in science as well, which is why I am putting this together, because I have researched. I am a scientist. Let me tell it. Let me tell it. Yes. So, and I'm just putting my being in for this community too as well. Now. Moving on to the individuals who did not graduate college. And I'm going to sum up the reason why I say this. Okay, I'm just going to name a few here, but you do your due diligence. And for time's sake, I'm going to hurry up and get going, because I got to get going to the next portion of what I need to do. I got a few conversations I got to deal with. I got some people I got to see. I got some clients I got to take care of myself, aside from this here that I'm helping you all with. Then I hope that you all take this and you all leap, soar, and you just fly amongst the clouds like eagles do. You know what I'm saying? You got an eagle zone this thing, baby. Yes. So, athletes who did not see college from one perspective, or go to college from another. LeBron James, Kevin Garnett, Kobe Bryant, and the list goes on. Okay? Kendrick Perkins, Jermaine O'Neal, Tracy McGrady. So, and again, do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. If I'm wrong, correct me. Hey, put in the comments. Hey, are you sure? So on and so forth. Did this, that, and third. Again, do your due diligence. And these individuals, and because I am a one portion basketball in my past athlete, yes, little league, middle school, high school, yes, had a dream to play college ball, had an opportunity to play college ball, but as I go off on a sidebar real quick, and I'm happy to say that still I'm okay. I did not apply the assess, address, and progress formula at the time. Again, stress, and there was a coach, yes, that I had an opportunity to play with, where a professional athlete played professional ball in Tennessee, yes, Memphis, Tennessee, and that very same coach, or the coach prior to his time there, said to me, just come back. I didn't listen. And also, again, I put this here because I desire that you all still leap and bound, take from my experience. When somebody says something to you that cares for you and that knows, really has your back, listen to them. Again, my grandmother, my mother's mom, looked at me when I first started my college journey, because she knows the male history in our family. And I'm only 18, 19 at this time, and I'm getting ready to go off to college, and she's, giving me the whole rundown, and she understands how her boys are, and and she understands how her daughters are. So this is what she said to me. And as I really quick do this, because I want y'all to know that, listen, this is why I'm doing this, because again, my grandmother told me, she said, boy, don't bring your home before you get finished. And she had the most stern look on her face too. I will never forget that face. And I tell you this because this information will, one portion, help you to stop the hard-headedness, because I was hard-headed. And because I didn't listen to her, God rest her soul, because she was absolutely correct in what she said. It took me an extraordinary time to receive my bachelor's degree. That's a different conversation, but that's okay. Either way, I'm telling you this because, see, listen, there is a way for you to make it today, all right? It don't matter what your past is. It's just, you may need a few tools, a laptop or a cell phone or both. One will be sufficient, because the days iPhones and technological gear is fantastic. Yes, I hope that you get one that's very reliable. Either way, if you cannot afford these tools right away, look, you may be able to find a government program, if you are serious about your situation, that will help you get these tools. Now, that's not a guarantee because there's millions upon millions of people in this country. However, if I'm not mistaken still, there are kiosks at your local workforce development center, at your, the library is still an amazing source that's free. Look here. And I want to tell you all that it's possible, okay? Now, moving forward here, really quick for the sake of time, listen. I'm going to show you how to forgo college, okay? All right, check this out. Listen. Are you ready for this juicy information? Are you ready? Well, here it is. Listen. Pick you up a skill. Number one, okay, you can become a Class B or a CDL driver. You can drive a city bus, a school bus. City bus drivers make pretty good money from one perspective, sitting on their behind. Everybody cannot drive these large vehicles, for the record, okay? You can be a 18-wheel driver, okay? Again, for the record, everybody cannot drive these vehicles, okay? So I'm not sitting here guaranteeing you will be this, that, and the third, but it's something if you take the time to learn, hey, you can earn, okay? That's one way to legitimately change your financial status if you do not desire to work at places that only require you to have, in some cases, a high school diploma, in some cases, not a high school diploma, okay? Not having a high school diploma. So again, that's a skill that you can forego college and respect what you're doing when you get it, because these vehicles are not for play. No, they're not, okay? And there is a great and huge responsibility that you, man or woman, will have to be responsible for, because this is one way you could make a handsome living. I'm going to say that again, a handsome living, okay? In some cases, owner-operators can make $200,000, less or more, okay? $100,000, more or more, you know? And this is, you know what I mean? Some opportunities are paying $2,500 per week. Now, you will have to abide by what their clients' needs and what your responsibility will be and how they do things, but still, it's an opportunity. No college, just have this classification on your driver license, hopefully a decent driver record, and so on and so forth. And I hope that, you know, because they do drug screening, so on and so forth, because, you know, this is heavy machinery. It is, you know, but however, you know, for that matter, you know, I mean, the pay is solid. It is, from one perspective. Do your due diligence, all right? Do your due diligence, okay? Moving on. Let me see. Okay, you can come into an apprenticeship program by way of, let's say, becoming a carpenter, construction worker, bricklayer, plumber, a barber, cosmetologist. Now, okay, you may need some schooling depending on the setting, but hey, it is cheaper. It is cheaper than college from one perspective, okay? These are legitimate ways that you could do what you do. Now, if you don't want to go that route, okay, hey, before I wrap up here, listen. It is up in your mind. Okay? You really have to, I have to consistently do this, and I consistently do this every day. This is why I'm here right now. This is my reason I'm here right now, because I'm giving you the same things that I do daily and have to do daily. I have to consistently remind myself I can do it. Just because I do have a college degree, it doesn't mean that I don't have to get up and hustle every day, and keep learning and keep doing what I do. I have to keep on finding, keep on searching, keep on doing, and keep on receiving, keep on asking, keep on looking high and low, defeating the no's that happen, overcoming rejection. I have to do this daily, so I'm sharing this with you. Listen, no matter what your background is, there are affiliate programs, period. Affiliate programs. Right now, all you need, if you have an iPhone of any sort, that's solid. You can say, for example, I'm just going to use this example. Do your due diligence, whatever you choose, if you choose any of these methods or whatever have you, okay? For example, you can use ClickBank. The account is free. The content creators put the product there. Just pick one, promote the link. However you do this, be smart about it, be intelligent about it. Do this within the platform rules and regulations for best practices and best results. All right. Again, that's free. Look, that's free. If you don't have a computer, you can take 60 minutes out of your day, go to a library, borrow a phone or something, make it happen. Get your own cell phone. You can do this from your own cell phone. Yes, this is true. According to https://blog.hubspot.com. Look, I'm looking at this situation here. It says wirecutter.com. It says, to further understand affiliate programs, let's consider an example. Wirecutter.com. Yeah, a New York Times company is a website that lists product recommendations for shoppers. Wirecutter largely earns commissions based on affiliate relationships with retailers. Digistore24 is another affiliate platform. Warrior Plus affiliate marketplace. Hey, I'm just trying to suggest to you, because there's no true reason for you not to have any means to have commerce work in your favor, okay? And nowadays, it seems like just about everybody's hiring. So, I don't desire for you to be without, okay? Again, listen, this stuff, 30 plus years ago, in my situation now today, knowing all the fantastic gadgets that we have, is equivalent to, let's say, per se, like back in the super back in the day, the dinosaur day, where they had the little aluminum can and the string and another aluminum can attached to it, and they would try to communicate like that as one means as to the inception of the telephone concept. Well, this is what 30 years prior to this. Wow, you know what I mean? I'm saying it was very different then. So it's up to you. There is no true excuse. There isn't. There is not. So, and it may be difficult, but hey, sometimes life is difficult and sometimes life isn't. So it's up to you. It's up to you to do what you do. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, again, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you can get fresh content every time I upload, okay? Have a fantastic day, ladies and gentlemen. And just because you go to college or not go to college, you got to do something. So what's it going to be?